Hey everybody, it is the 18th of December. I'm about to have my vitamins. See if anybody comes on. Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Paul.
How are we all doing?
All right, thank you. How about you? Hi,
Tired.
Tommy.
Hey, good morning.
I'm ready
I'm
for
watching on my phone. I'm having trouble with my computer, but still trying to get it cranked. So I may appear after a while.
scary.
I just didn't want to miss.
Oh, wow, it's a big one today.
Well, have we changed the? Did you change the trade manager a little bit? That that little box that says "Wave" no longer comes up on mine.
Oh no, it's the same. We haven't. You have to upload the file, Tommy. So if
Oh,
you,
well, it was working. It was working Friday, but it's still when I look at the um, the properties, it still says to close out when the wave changes, but the little box at the bottom, when you uncheck percent, those other two little boxes don't appear anymore.
are you unticking the take profit?
Yeah, yeah,
So you're
that's
unticking
what.
that, and
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
showing.
and nothing is showing. Yeah,
But it's the same.
I thought maybe he had just changed it to default to that or something.
No, no, Tommy. It doesn't matter what we change here because we have to send you a fresh file every time there's a change.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing I can think is you are selecting the wrong trade manager from here,
Yeah,
which is why if you notice, like I've got mine called different things. So
it's
I've got
2004, right?
2024.
I mean 24. Yeah,
I mean, what I'll do,
yeah.
just so I don't forget, I'm gonna cut. I'm actually no, I've already got it. I don't know. I don't need that. I'll tell you what, Tommy, remind me at the end.
It may just be my computer. Gold disappeared off of the MetaTrader as well, and it doesn't show
Ah,
it as one of the symbols to put back.
yeah, okay. So it's it's your MT4 that's different then, Tommy. It's
Yeah,
like you're not
something.
using the right MT4. So
Yes,
if
yeah,
you haven't got the right trade manager, shoot me a message in Facebook and I'll send it over after this.
yeah. Okay.
Right. Last one of the year. Have you guys got anything you would like to go over? Did you all bring party games and Christmas jumpers?
Yeah, right.
No? Oh, okay.
I have to go about 1:45, Paul, so just to let you know.
Was there anything you'd like to talk about then, Helen, and get done?
I know you said you've got something exciting, so I was going to wait and see what that
No,
was.
that was just at the start because Tommy came on. I just
Oh,
tried to,
I see.
I haven't really got anything exciting, but um I'm thinking of like how I can best help your past funded accounts and stuff. So my last, don't know whether I need to work individually with people or whatever, but my last, I've got it on here. Not sure that's the analysis. Yeah, it is. There you go. So this is my FTMO where I mess around with stuff, and they give you the analysis, don't they? Success rate 57.69, win rate accomplished by positive risk to reward ratio and all that. And you got to remember, this one is like on the live sessions. I took a couple of trades that weren't really trades. I just took it to sort of demo and stuff. So I've got the formula, and I had a guy. Well, the straightforward with the harmonic scans works as well. What's happening, right? So I'll get your guys' opinions on it as well. don't need to share the screen for this one at the minute. It's a small group of us as well, so this might be good. So I had a guy contact me, and he brought my book, right? So the NLP book. He's like, "Oh, fantastic! I'll buy that. I want to read it. I want to get out my job this year." And it's the same thing he said last year, and the same thing he said the year before that. And I'm like, and he's been in the trading group, and he's come and he's gone, and he's come and he's gone. And I said, "Well, have you seen the 1 minute scalping we're doing? David Carnes passed a funded account with it. I've just passed a funded account with it." And he's like, "Yeah, but it's no good for the times that I'm at home," because he's in another country. And I'm like, "Well, have you looked to see when the moves are?" And straight away in 10 minutes, I found out the times that looks like he'd need to backtest more, but it looks like I found times that he could trade. But because he couldn't trade when I could trade, it was just like, that was it. I can't do it. Cut myself dead. Well, yeah, you laugh, Tommy, but do you know what? It's common. This is why I want to focus more on neuro-linguistic programming side of things, because giving you another strategy, if you can't win with any of the others that are out there, you're not going to win with any new ones that come with, are you?
Unless that's exactly right.
Do you see what I'm saying? Unless you happen to look upon, and find one.
Yeah, well, this is straying from the subject because it doesn't have to do so much with neuro-linguistic programming, but I discovered, I sent you a thing. It told you what I won on Friday, and the way that happened was, and I've back tested it all weekend to see if it's the real thing. If you do the 1 minute scalping in addition to the Watar, if you get in when it's pointed up, whether you're buying or selling, and you get out immediately when it begins to tip over, it's just incredible what you can win. It may be one of those things that's just flash in the pan and may not work this week, but man, last week it was incredible, especially at that 8:30 time frame.
It's always at 8:30. What time zone? US or UK?
8:30 Eastern.
8:30 EST. And for those of you that don't know, Tommy did 10.1% in 1 day. And how many trades did you take, Tommy, to do that? It wasn't many, was it? 2 or 3?
Two.
2 trades, 10.1%.
I had it on that wave thing, and I jumped out when gold hit 7 and Euro USD hit 3.15 or 3.25, whatever I said it was.
I'm just going to look at something then. So one thing I've been looking at is 1 o'clock.
So, which would be right. That's about the same time. Isn't it? Yeah.
So what our Atar says, yes, go for a buy. We've closed above the 200. So this looks like a decent move. So there's the alert. I could have got in technically on the candle after, but I wouldn't be able to do that because it was I was talking to you a lot. So if I was going to get in, I'd get in now on my stop loss. There's the gap to the left, so my stop loss should really go there. 5 pips. Should we take it? I think this is still active. All right. And here's the trade manager, Tommy. So this is the last file that I sent out to everybody. It's in Discord, actually. This one's in Discord. So my stop loss is going to be 109,123. And the reason why I'm liking this, if this works, 2%, yeah, there we go. If this works, the reason why I'm liking this is we can trade it live together.
You didn't take off the take profit, did you mean to? Or
no. I'm gonna get my 2%. I'm still keen to teach people get you 2%. Yeah. Because now look, my Watar is starting to point down, so you'd probably say get out of it now, wouldn't you? But
yeah, well, I would have gotten out as soon as I would have missed this trade, because I would have gotten out as soon as it began to tip over, way back. Even though it was above the explosion line right there after those first two dark green candles, yeah, I would have gotten out right there.
So when the histogram,
I would have missed it. But But that way, what I found that way was that there are almost no losses there. They're very small.
Wow. So basically, so to be clear with everybody, then, because you're the man of the moment with 10% in a day, with 2 trades, I think it was.
Yeah.
So would you get into this at all? But you'd get out here.
I'm having to look at it on the phone, but I think that's green, 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 and you got one of those first two green candles. I would have probably got in right there, but as soon as it flattened out, I would have missed the other because I would have gotten out on those 2 light green candles.
Yeah, and in actual fact, look, the wave up that I was looking at there is the wave up on the bigger time frame, not the smaller one. And technically, there is an imbalance to the left of that one, so it's not actually like a textbook trade. However, if I had got in, not for retracement, if I had got in long position, so there's your wave up. You could have got in the candle after if you're happy with that. Stop loss would have gone there. I'm just curious. There's 2%. So if I had got in straight away and wasn't talking, there was a 2% available there. But I'm interested in the other one here. We'll see what happens because I've still got blue, blue, blue. And it's probably slightly better now in the sense of that the Hull moving average has gone beneath the price to do with it becoming beneath the wave, really. We'll see. Probably consolidate. We'll see. I'll let it run. But that's something I want to look at. I've been so busy with the NLP stuff, but that's something I want to look at. Now, here's this guy who said, oh, yeah, well, that's no good for me because I can't trade now. And like I say, within 10 minutes, I found like a time that he could potentially trade when he's not at work, working long hours. So it's not the strategy, it's he hadn't looked for the time. Tommy did 10% on Friday. Why didn't I? I'd already passed an FTMO that week. So what's holding you back is my question. What is it that's kind of stopping you that I can help you with next year and get you all funded? Well, I can't get you funded. You've got to do it yourself because you've got to press the buttons. I've been seeing a lot of posts about, it's really funny, people asking for like EAs that will pass funded accounts and stuff. And a lot of people in like the FTMO groups and so on. Well, that's what I was going to show you as well. Saying they don't work. They just won't work. Then you might pass and you might get one or maybe even 2 sort of pools of money out of them. But the reason they don't work, they made a really good point, is that the market is driven by human emotion. It's not driven by robots. It's the banks and the institutions deciding what they want to push the price to, and they're buying and selling it. And then retail traders, if I get into a lot of profit, what am I going to do? If this was a buy and it goes all the way up there, I'm going to sell it, aren't I? Because I don't want to risk losing the potential money in it. And if the price goes really low and I'm losing, what am I going to do? I'm going to sell it. Not because it makes good sense to, because I'm scared. I don't want to lose any more. And I'm trying to protect my loss. Or I'll hang on to it too long. Why? Because I'm scared of losing the money. So I'm going to hang on and pray that it's going to come back. See what I mean? It's all driven by human emotion, isn't it? And if I'm working for one of the big banks, I guess I've still got that. That's what happened to Nick Leeson. He was trying to cover his losses. The guy that wrote that book, What I Learned Losing $1 Million, that's what he was doing. He was trying to cover his losses. And that's what I thought that was a really good way to explain why the robots don't work. Because it's not, trading actually isn't like an algorithm, is it? Which is why sometimes we'll avoid trades. So that question, who's got something they need from me to help them pass a funded account next year? What is your stumbling block? And if it's following a strategy, buy my book, it's only $7.
For me, it's more getting the HBA side of things sorted.
Well, that's nothing to do with trading. So what's stopping you with trading?
Well, I've got the indicators. So
what's stopping you with HBA?
I just feel a bit overwhelmed with it all, and I've got that much going on, outside that every time I try and focus, I get distracted, and there's that many different funnels and different things, and I just don't know what the straightforward bit which to do is, and go right this, and then I'll just do it, and then it'll be all right.
Did you see the video? Was it last week when I shared the that document, the breakthrough document?
No.
Okay.
I did comment on something on your Facebook saying, "Oh, I'm interested in that," but I didn't. You didn't.
We had to make
That might have been it.
Well, you can all have it this week. So certainly, maybe today. Actually, I think it's all good to go now. Actually, I'll just share this with you all, and then I'll get back to trading because I'll tell you what we got coming. No, that's Google Docs. If you're watching the recording and you want this, message me. I'll start with this one. So Kevin Ebsworth, if you know Kevin Ebsworth, which one's mine? This one. He's worked really hard on this. There's 2 documents there. One you can download, and that's to give away as a freebie. And then there's this one for your customers, and it talks you through everything to try and get you a sale in 2 weeks, in your first 2 weeks. It's a good time to promote now. It's not necessarily a good time to make sales now, but it's a really good time to make sales over Christmas and the new year. If you take a bit of time now to do some promotion. Because what happens is people see it now and they go, "Oh, look, after Christmas." You could almost, I've been doing this quite a few years. You could almost say, "I'll give you 500 quid for doing nothing if you just like message me the word hello," and they'll go, "I'll do it after Christmas."
Yeah.
Seriously, all you got to do is message. Yeah, but I'll do it after Christmas, Paul. I'm overwhelmed. Got a lot on.
Yeah.
I
understand.
to say that. Right. There you go. So you will be under. It's in the chat in here. You won't be overwhelmed if you follow that, because you ignore everything else in it. You're just going to do what's in that and go through it bit by bit.
No, I can't get it. There we go. Fab. Thank you.
If you want to mess around with it, you'll have to make a copy. I also have I also have a video training I can send you. Oh no, the HBA. So you can all have that. Tommy, with the way you promote stuff that you've done before, might be good for you as well, with Legendary Marketer.
Yeah, I'm definitely going for it.
Oh, so which is the funnel that you're using primarily?
That's in that book. Everything you need is
that's in there. Okay, super. Thank you.
Everything is in that document, and this is the video training that supports that document. You need to register. Any problems, let me know, because I didn't build this. This is Kevin Ebsworth. He's done a great job. So if you all want that, again, that is video training that walks you through how to set everything up that is in the document. I've had one person message me, "Oh, this email's wrong, that email's wrong," and it isn't wrong. They hadn't read the document. So we sent them the video training, and they can watch and follow through. So whatever floats your boat, if you want to read or you want to do that. But there you go. That is my gift to you all.
Thank you.
Kevin Ebsworth is using this with cold traffic, paid traffic. He's used the funnel that I put in HBA, the 500 course, and made sales. And he's made sales with the funnel that is in this book. He's made sales as well. I think he's up to about 7 sales now or something. So it's working with cold traffic. Obviously, if you can't afford cold traffic, social media can still be cold traffic if you use hashtags and everything. So there's that. Any questions, message me sort of after this. what I want to do next year in terms of trading, Oliver Rooney, who built the Trade Manager, you know, there's MT4 and there's MT5. So there's this company here, Finitive Funding. I was recommended these. They only do MT5, right? And the Trade Manager won't work with it, but hopefully it will around Christmas, well, after Christmas, for the new year, ready for the new year. Oliver tried using the MT4 and it came with 103 errors. And I'm like, oh, forget that then. He goes, no, he said most of them should be like, if I fix one, it will fix some of the others. It's like a dead easy fix. The reason why I'm looking at
do a trade copier though, couldn't you anyway?
Yeah, you can do a trade copier. That's something else if you got one. Have you got a good one?
I'm not using one at the moment because I just haven't been able to trade, but I have used some free ones which copy from MT4 to MT5. They have to be, I don't use the one that's the cloud one. I put it onto the I have two screens, two MT, I had an MT4 and MT5 open, and then I put the EA type thing on there.
Could you send me them for me to have a look at in my messenger, please, Tony?
Yeah, well, I'll dig them out, figure out which ones they are. I can't remember, but yeah, we'll do that.
I know a really good trader who's recommended one called Local Trade Copier.
I think that might be it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's meant to be really good, and that's like a one-time. I think I'm not sure if there's a free version, but he recommends that one. There's another one that's a monthly fee, but I know a multiple six-figure trader who uses it, and that's Trader Social Tools.
Yeah, that's a cloud one, isn't it? Forex Copier 3 I've got stored here.
Well, if you can, the links to them, or if the files, or if they're free ones, if you can send the files or whatever, or at least the links to them for me, I'll have a look. I'll have a play over Christmas sometime, because so Finitive, they now offer a free trial, which they never used to do.
Where are they based?
Norway or somewhere.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah, there you go. Hungary, Budapest.
Even better. Yeah.
There you go. So they now do a free trial, which they never used to do. You can get a one-phase challenge, one step. So you don't have to bother with two if you want. And the profit split starts at 75%, which is pretty good, because some of them I've seen that do one step are less than that. So you get you keep 3/4 of the money you do. That's good. There you go. Look, try a 100k one-step trial account for free. And then they also do, you can start from as little as 2.5k, look. $50 if you do the classic two-step challenge. Or if you just do a one-step, it's only $60. So if somebody hasn't got a lot of money, you can join us for $1 for a week, or $25, and you get 2 weeks of premium anyway with HBA, don't you? We want you to stay premium with us, otherwise it's just not worth our time messing around, to be honest. We might as well just trade for ourselves. So, but that you could start off there with just like $60. Hopefully, if this 1 o'clock session works, we could all trade together. You can certainly trade with Richard, who's on twice a week. When he's not in, is he on? When he's not in dodgy countries with dodgy Wi-Fi. I hope you're having a great time, Richard, if you're watching. So I know the popular times for me that work, which is before I trade with you guys. If we can get 1 o'clock working, that would be awesome if it does actually work. And it's Monday today, so I don't like trading stuff on Mondays. Then you could come in and you could start with $60. You only need to make on the one step. It is 10%. It's only 7.5 on the two-phase one, but it's just 10%. You get 4% daily drawdown, which still isn't bad. Well, if you lose 4 in a row, I think that's pretty bad, isn't it, Tommy? Especially if you're using like the WADR and stuff.
Yeah.
And you could trade with 0.5% to start with. 7.5% overall. The reason why I showed you my FTMO, my average loss was 0.5% on that size account. And my Maximum loss overall was just over 1%. Well within the confines of that challenge. And then something I've been talking about with another good trader I know, is the trade copier stuff. Hence, it's written on my whiteboard. So it's funny that Tony mentioned it. So could you imagine you pass your you spend $60 if you've not got a lot of cash. How much do I need to make $120 from a $2,500 account? Well, if you have a
%.
well, if you have $2,500 and you made 10%, that's 250, right? And 250 minus 25%, so you're left with the 75%, means you come out in profit $187.50. So you could afford to get a $25,000 funded account then. But you'd still have your 2.5 one, and you could use a trade copier, couldn't you? And if you get your 25k or your 10k, whatever, work your way up, you could start linking all of these accounts together with FTMO and so on and so on and so on.
So these are these a new company? I've not seen them before.
They've been around. Do you remember Sean Mapp with his group of plumbers and traders? And
Oh yeah.
They've been out, met the guy. They swear by them.
Oh right.
So it's a lot of those guys are using Infinitive. So it's kind of,
it's a good price even for the 25k, isn't it? $180. It's like still good, yeah.
So I can vouch for the fact they pay as well, like personally.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee, you know. I was joking.
But they only pay 75% though, right?
Well, yeah, but what's the best?
It'll move up. They all do.
Well, FTMO starts at what 80 or 85, but they'll pay also 90
80.
or 95.
It starts off at 80, Tommy, I believe, FTMO, but yeah. I believe, but you with the one step, for example, it goes up to 95% as you scale your account.
And do they give you back your initial money when you pass?
I believe they do. Oh, maybe they don't. Let's have a look.
It's not a deal breaker. It's just interesting, isn't it? That's all.
I didn't think of that, but most do, don't they?
Yeah. I'll have a look at it later if you want. I'll put it into Discord if they do.
They've been going since 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's some little minus there then. That don't refund. Oh, what? Oh, one-time refundable fee.
There you go.
Free, non-recurring. So the classic challenge is refundable. The one step, it's not. So I'm guessing that obviously if people are going for the one step, they're chancing it and they pass with the bots or whatever, so they end up losing more money on those. But there you go. So it is refundable on the classic challenge.
And what's that instant? Is that
instant funding to allow traders to skip our two-step evaluation process. Any profits withdrawn or saved towards account scaling, and you can make withdrawals on a weekly basis. So
there you go. Well, that wasn't much either. I think it said $95 or something.
Yeah, we'd have to see what the split is. It'll tell you somewhere, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm quite liking the look of these guys now that my people went. So FTMO is the daddy of them all. So I just want a consistent 10% after 10% after 10% after 10%. And then why not let's make it a goal together to work together next year to help everybody get through this and as a group. And wouldn't it be nice if you got 100k with these, 100k with FTMO, 100k with someone else?
The only thing you've got to be careful there is with the trade copier. It's flagged because I use an EA, which a lot of people pass in with. and they're flagging up as copy trades, and some of them in the groups they'll have done 400 trades, say, and then they'll pick out 3 trades and say, well, they's the same. And if they use 8cap in particular,
Yeah.
they use all the data from 8cap, and it doesn't matter who you traded with. They can say you're copy traders. You just need to double check that you're allowed to copy trade your own trade.
The thing is, I personally think, you remember David Kahn came with a strategy a few years ago, and it worked, and then all of a sudden it stopped working because it's like all the brokers cottoned onto it. And this is another reason why I don't think EAs are going to be around for a while. I don't think they're going to be mainstream for a while yet, is because like that's what's going on there with 8cap. You know, if they all see the same trade at like a certain time, it's not just your account, it flags up across the whole to the broker. At this time of day, there's 1,000 people that all take the exact same trade. Different lot sizes, maybe.
They're refusing to pay out some companies because they'll say like 4 out of the hundreds of trades are copy trades, and they're not. These people have been manually trading as well. So it's just something to be conscious of if you're copying yours to multiple ones.
Yeah,
you know what? That's why I never, whether it's harmonics or any of these things, I never set my stop loss or my take profit to the exact. I always change it just slightly, because otherwise, you're right, you are at risk. Somebody could say, oh, you're copying, even if you're not. But you know what? If your take profit or your stop loss is slightly different, you're not flagging.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good point.
And with the trade copiers, they do help in some ways, because with the time delay on them, you won't necessarily get the same entry point, and you can set them to slightly tweak so that they will be it will have a variation on it. And
it will do the lot size and everything for you, won't it? So
yeah. So
this is looking nice. This trade's looking nice. It's going there. Come on, everyone, think positive up thoughts.
Yeah, I didn't quite get in at the right time with this one, so the lot size isn't quite right, but it's getting there, isn't it? You see,
absolutely.
It's telling me 109,303. But this is what I mean. Wouldn't it be great? I mean, we might not be able to sort of get 2% on a call every day, but rather than like, okay, well, has anybody got any questions? And let's go and look at the news then, and instead of all that malarkey, if we just got on and said there's usually a move about 1 o'clock, let's go and see where we are. But to be honest with you, I could close that trade now, and that would be over 1% on that account, wouldn't it?
That's what I was just thinking, actually. Yeah. You know, if it was me, I'd be going, I'll protect 1.5 at the stage. Just because it's coming up to 1/2. That's all. That's, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's past 1/2, so
it's past 1/2. I'll forget that.
And this is
what I would do is move the stop loss up to 1% and let it go for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just protect. Yeah,
I could do. I mean, I can't lose with this trade now.
You can if you do nothing.
But you lose what you've made anyway. You don't do that.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if you could just make 500 a day, times 20.
I can't remember who said it, Paul, but somebody a long time ago that I listened to said, never let a winning trade turn into a losing trade. And nothing to do with money. It's to do with psychology.
Yeah.
It just wrecks your headspace if you're doing well, and then you leave it and it just trickles away to zero, and worse.
It kind of goes a little bit against Mr. Tom Hugard.
Oh, I'm listening to him on the audiobooks at the moment. Yeah. I keep going. Do you know what? It's true. I'm listening to him at bedtime. I've not managed to listen to him for
exactly. I can imagine. I can imagine. But the point.
They are. You're gone. You're done.
Well, no, because it didn't make quite 2%. But yeah, based on when I should have got in, yeah. So shall I just take the obligatory screenshot of this one before it crashes down on me?
Yeah. Well, there's your 10%. That's your 2%, isn't it? That.
It's a bit under.
That's
It
all.
needs to be 840 officially. I've just worked it out. My
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it needs to be $840. So, but it's close. I mean, again, guys, this is a demo and we're together and stuff, and I'm looking for the moves. But at this point, it is so close. I would be closing that $700. Come on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like it's near enough, close enough for all practical purposes. So I'll close that out and I'll drop it in raining pips. So how would that be if we did that every Monday and Wednesday?
Well, exactly.
And then you watch Richard on a Tuesday and a Friday. And then you got David on a Thursday who trades the same as me now. Well, as far I haven't been on with him for a bit, but he passed the FDMO. Oh, here we go. People ruin things. Right, so Heather Gray, I'm sorry, you are out of here. You are being kicked. Delete message. Delete. Anybody sign up Heather Gray?
She's with Sarah. Because this is Grace. I messaged you and Sarah back a while ago when she was trying to get me to do something she was doing.
Right, okay. Don't know why people need to do it.
Hi, Paul. I've got problems with Zoom, so I've lost video, lost audio, lost audio, lost video. I've got a lovely Christmas jumper on. You're missing out.
I feel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a photo, Alistair. Then we all want to see it.
I know.
Take a photo,
Well, I
put it in
can
Discord.
get video, but then I can't get audio. I've been
Yeah.
bombarded by this woman. It came up. Yeah, I saw it flashed up on my PC. She's been bombarding me. Rothschild.
Yeah, I've just had one as well.
Oh, is that what it is? Right. I have to say I saw it. I ignore most stuff. So.
You almost signed up.
Yeah, Tommy's in.
I have got an affiliate link for you if you want.
Yeah. If we all sign each other up, that would be awesome. Of course, I've just got her out of there. I need to find her again. Grey Heather. How do you boot somebody? Roles. Block. Sorry, Heather. Right, okay, there you go. Well, I'm not sorry. It's the lowest of the low.
Trouble for doing it, I don't mean to say it in that way, but the people who are there are obviously hyped up with promoting all sorts of stuff, so you're more likely to get that than just someone who comes and wants to join your forex trading group.
Yeah, well, there's so much forex out there now. It's really hard. It's I don't know what to do for next year, if I'm honest. I like my recurring income that comes in whether I work or not. I like my trading income because I can do that. So I want both. If we keep it, how many are on? How many are on today?
11.
Well,
11.
I'm pushing your numbers because I'm on twice now. I got
Oh,
video on one PC
That's-
and audio on the other.
So there's 10 of us.
I was going to say, not counting Paul, is 10. 9.
So
Then
there's
if
9,
you're
not
saying
counting me.
it's
And it's like, do I want to go to the trouble of pushing just forex to try and get a lot more people on?
well, no. I mean, if you're doing well with your HBA, it's you do what's working for you, don't you?
Well, I know, but it's like, it's good to be. I get, we wouldn't have Trade Manager if it wasn't for Oliver. We wouldn't have this system if it wasn't for David. We wouldn't, and we wouldn't have like some of the help stuff if it weren't for Helen that she's done for us and stuff. Hi, Paul. So we all, and Alistair as well. I'm looking at POCs a lot more, because Alistair bangs on about them every bloody time.
Well, quite right.
I mean that in a good way, Alistair.
always. I mean, and for gold, POI, POCs, they're just insanely good. Yeah.
So I get something from being part of the team, even though like I'm the one hosting. All of you could host that are on here, yeah, because it's a group thing. It's not just meant to be me, or whoever. We wouldn't have Crossfire. We wouldn't have Crossfire if it wasn't for David. it came and it kind of went, and then Richard looked at it again and thought, if I mess around with this a little bit, and look how Richard got that working. So it's very much great to be part of a team. Whether maybe we'll just make it a straight trading group. I don't know. The idea wasn't just trading. The idea wasn't just HBA. Most people that are in trading or on the business side, it's because they want to make money. So what we do is you've got two ways of making money. We need to package it up better. That's the only thing. And that's my main thing at the minute is if we could package it up rightly, and I just gave out that document, the breakthrough document. If it was packaged right like that, this is what we're in. So you only need to make 1 or 2 sales and your cost is covered. But if Kevin Ebsworth's doing really well with the cold traffic, it doesn't quite make a profit yet, but it will. We'll keep going until it makes a profit. And then it will just be that you'll come in and you'll just be able to, buy cold traffic or come and trade. And that was a beautiful move, wasn't it? How do I know there's usually a move about 1 o'clock? Back tested the crap out of the thing.
Exactly. And again, you know what? It's like you're saying 1 o'clock and also the early morning. I mean, I woke up this morning, did 1%, went back to sleep. Boom.
Lovely. Lovely. And I like this Definitive because they're cheap. When I say cheap,
I'm going to have a look at them.
$50, is it? You can start for $50 and get 2.5K, and you can use that to scale your way up, can't you? I mean, to be honest with you, if you're confident, even that 200K, $950. So, couple more people jumped on. Anybody else got anything that you would like for next year from us as a group? Other than me trade for you, or David trade for you, or Richard trade for you, or Alistair, or no, we need to wait. We need to do something to wake things up a bit, I think.
I do wonder, perhaps, Paul, if you just did lots more focus on these funded accounts and just, I don't know, just literally, as you said, just trade at 1 o'clock and see what happens. And I'm also thinking that this is cheap enough that if you got the cheapest one, you could almost. I think trading live is different to back testing.
Yeah, it is.
You could use it. You could use it as a live trading account without losing a lot of money if you mess it up.
Exactly. There's no stress then. So you're far more likely to take proper trades and leave them to conclusion if the worst case scenario is, oh, well, if I lose the account, I lose $50. Oh, well, never mind. I think it takes away all that. Oh my God, if I lose this.
You still want to try and pass, but it's live and in the background, it's just not that much money if you do accidentally do something that means it all goes wrong.
No, I'm agreeing with you, Helena. I do think it is just that taking away that fear of, oh well, I've paid $350 or whatever it is. Oh, I don't want to lose.
That's a lot to lose, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh well, I'll do this, and you're not trading properly when you're doing that. Yeah.
What one idea I did have is me write out. Well, we can all chat. It's my last session, so we can all chat.
I'm sorry, I am actually going to have to go, Paul.
Yeah, Helen, thanks a lot for this year and everything you've done.
Thank you. Have a great Christmas.
Have a great Christmas.
Paul,
Happy New Year,
everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
So, isn't that better now? She's gone.
Oh, it's.
Can we start talking about her now?
Yeah. I'll send her the recording letter so she knows I wasn't meaning it. Right. Yeah. One thing I did think is it basically, what about if I just wrote down steps? We literally just you start with this, then you go here, and then you go and apply for a funded account, and then you do this, and then you get on here, and you get something like that, maybe.
Yeah. Well, last year we were going to do a sort of group that was a funded funded account group, weren't we? And do it together.
Yeah.
You know, we're never quite.
I think that would be a good call. Actually, I would agree with that. When Ryan was doing these sort of next phase and change and using the X48 and stuff, Darren that's on the group was, they're talking about, do a demo and try it and see, and Darren didn't. He put got a small live account. He said, I'm going to trade from that, and that's what he did from the very beginning. It wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't huge money, but it's in your head, isn't it?
Is he sharing it with the group?
What is money? Yeah, hopefully. Christmas is coming.
Not the money.
Everyone's getting a bonus.
So would you like then maybe next year we could do it on a demo, but basically we just trade demo after demo after demo, or cheat one together as a group. The only problem with that is it's like, shall I get, when I say, shall I get in then? Shall I get in?
Everyone's got to make that decision themselves, haven't they? At the end of the day,
well, yeah, but if we're doing it as a group and we're all sat on, everyone still has to make their own decision. But if I'd have got out of that trade earlier, I wouldn't have made so much money. When people were saying, close it now, you got at least 1%. Okay, it was only a little bit, but do you get my point? So if I close it early, everybody on the group's going to close it early, aren't they? If I stay in and it loses.
No, everyone's got to go with the idea. No, at the end of the day, everyone is an individual trader. Everyone's an adult. They're responsible for their own decisions. I probably would have protected the 1%. Well, in fact, I definitely would have protected the 1%.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? If it had dipped down and I've got 1%, I've got 1%. That's it. That's my style of trading. I'm happy with it. Someone else wants to stay in for the 2% and they get it. Fantastic.
All right then. So next year then, when I'm back, I'll put a note in the group when I'm back. Right. I'll try and send some stuff over between now and then. But the plan then is, right, we'll create an account that I only touch when I'm on with you guys. So that'll be twice a week. How's that? And we'll see if we can pass one a month.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant.
Together. Yeah.
And the same days in the week are you talking about then?
Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yep. No problem.
Unless I have a chat with the other guys, and we don't trade Mondays and Fridays. But Tommy did 10% on Friday, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, Fridays are okay. Mondays are. I'm not even going to put in the trade today.
Okay. So
I've tried it 2 weeks in a row, and it's too choppy. It goes up and down, and I ended up losing money every time.
I don't trade Monday mornings anymore. Just don't even go there.
Yeah.
So I never used to like trading Monday mornings, but with the scanner, I would do it sometimes if there was a really good setup. With this, because it's on the 1 minute, I agree with you, Tommy. It's too choppy. So what about if we just do Euro, USD, and gold?
Yep, it's good for me.
Yep, that's the only two I do.
And then we can just set the alerts up. We'll have checklists. We'll have the training.
Yeah. Well, this morning's the one I did this morning was Euro USD. So
I just trade Euro USD now, personally.
Yeah. I will be honest and say I did it again on the 15-minute candles. It's this morning. It was just
the same strategy but on 15-minute.
Yeah, the one that I sent to you. I'm using the 21 EMA instead of looking for the gap, but apart from that, absolutely. Yeah.
So I looked at those settings and they seem fine, but mine's working for me. So if it ain't broken,
yeah, exactly, absolutely. Yeah.
Here's what people are saying. This was AI trading bots. What are your thoughts? Can they really replace humans? No, because markets are driven by human emotion. That's the comment that got me. Easily, I purchased a pack, and guess what? He sells one. I think AA bots make an average of 20% per month. Have you used any yourself? No.
I think they make 360% a month. I haven't used them,
I think,
you know.
I think, yeah. you know, can work well, but as soon as news happens, but that one time it doesn't drain your soul. I think they'll come like Teslas, you know, they've all been recalled, haven't they? Because apparently they're dangerous.
Well, Barley, Granville, and what's his name, Manny, are both doing AI things, aren't they?
I think some of it is because it appeals to people that they don't actually have to do any trading. Everyone, I've been doing this, what, nearly 7 years? That's, you know, everyone, I've tried a few. I know somebody in our group who had one that was working, but he was putting as much work into the EA as he was trading. So I was like, you might as well just trade then.
Yeah, just trade. Yeah.
There is no free lunch for these things at all.
No,
no chance.
The amount of people as well that, you know, they leave the group because they've got this trading EA, and then it works, and a lot of them will work for a bit, and then they blow up and they end up losing all their money. So I'm not convinced yet on my experience with them. And there is the Greg Secker now. Anybody know Greg Secker?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, he's got one that made him $33,000, something, was it?
On Friday. Right,
yeah, he went
fabulous.
for a run and he made 30.
I was just going to say he was having a run, was he, while he was doing it? Yeah.
I don't know how he gets away with like FTC crap like that, because he probably did make 33 or 30, 31. Well, it might have been $31.
I tracked one of his trades that were on his video that you could just see, and I went back in time and found the pair and found the time and found the trade.
Yeah.
And it did go to profit, but the drawdown was shocking.
Yeah,
it was right on the edge of see you later.
Yeah,
no.
And another one of his I saw, and it was like, so here's Monday morning, guys, and I'm going to use my new AI thing and look at this. And then, it made me all this money. But then it's like, okay, so it's now Thursday and let's check in on the trade. Beautiful trade. I can't leave a trade from Monday to Thursday. I'll go insane. So I like what I'm doing. It's working. We're passing. So I think if we do that next year, and if there is generally a move about 1 o'clock, we're good.
Sounds good.
Well, has anybody got anything they'd like to say then before we close out? Because I know it's not been an amazing session, but I'm tired.
I think it's been a cracking session. Don't put yourself down. It's good. Yeah.
I made money, didn't I? Well, on a demo, but I made money.
Yeah, no problem there.
Right. Well then, if there's nothing else, I'll just wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And
Happy Christmas, Happy New Year.
I'll message you in between now and the new year sometime when I'm coming back, but it will probably be, let me just have a quick look, let you know when it will most likely be, if you want to put it in your calendars. But I could probably put it in my calendar now. It will most likely be, I am guessing, well, not Monday the 1st. Should we do Wednesday the 3rd then?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was good.
So if we'll have all signed up with something, some challenge or other.
Yeah, it could be a demo.
Or something. Yeah. Whoa, where's Alistair's jumper? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
it now.
You can only see the top bit.
View.
You're on a slippery slope with that.
You're leaving on a high, Paul. You're leaving on a high.
Yeah. Oh, what I was going to tell, somebody told me this joke the other day. Oh, let me see.
Are you going to be on the piste over Christmas?
Varies. Varies as to how tired I get, I suppose. But who can I put down? Okay, well, I'll tell it like I heard it. So my neighbours just down the road, I was out for a walk and they'd left these tickets to go and see Justin Bieber. Top seats, really expensive. And they'd obviously just been unpacking the car or something, and they'd left it pegged up on the side of a big tree they've got outside. and I have to put my hands up and say, it's, you know, I wouldn't normally do it, but you know, really expensive, you know, thing. So I have to admit I took it, because you never know when you need a clothes peg, do you? You made me laugh in the car. Right, going to be a good one next year then. I'm back at trading because I've been so busy with the NLP stuff, and I've got clients and stuff and everything, which is awesome. One of those is on the way to being funded now. So I've been really, really busy with that, but I'm getting back to like my trading and my account now, because I wanted to be more further than I am this year. So I want to get 500,000 and funded next year. So if we can do it together, that would be much nicer.
Sounds good. All right.
Have a good one. Bye,
Right, cheers,
everyone.
everybody. Cheers, Paul.
Merry Christmas.